up with the idea for the mural project about 3 years ago. I wanted to have kids be central in the making of this mural. I want kids to feel like their ideas and their work ability is valued in the greater community.
I think my favorite section of the mural wall would be that section with the fox and the fireflies.
Personally, I feel that the fox mural is my favorite just because of the artistic style of it. I definitely just like the contrasting colors. But I also like the idea that Mount Vernon is continually bringing something new to the community.
So the title of that scene is Residents Old and New. Fireflies have been around forever. That represents residents that have been around forever. Foxes are new, and they have been welcomed into the community. And so layered underneath this simple scene is actually the idea of welcoming the new people to a town, new ideas, new people, new animals. And so that one means a lot to me.
But I think it just looks really nice. And when you think about nature and animals in a rural town like Mount Vernon, you always think about, fireflies at the beginning of the summer. The foxes is just kind of this neat idea that you see around all the year round.
When it comes to my approach with mural making, I want to tell a story, and I want that story to connect to the local people and the local place.
A lot of people in Mount Vernon are really supportive of the arts. But it doesn't necessarily show very well when you look around town. I mean, there certainly is Chalk the Walk and a few other things around town that say, yeah, Mount Vernon is a town that supports the arts. But having that big wall really just displays it.
So the mural to me, I feel, is going to represent a lot about what it means to be a Mount Vernon community member. I feel just the different sections will kind of define who we are as a community. Just the idea that we can represent different aspects of the community within different pieces of the art wall and kind of get the diversity of Mount Vernon into one section. I feel like that's just a really cool concept, and that's probably to me my favorite part about the mural.
I like how it'll be there for a while, so I can come back to Mount Vernon after I've graduated and such and be like, hey, I remember that.
I believe that we're at a time in our country, in the world, where people need to learn how to work together more. And that's what I really hope to instill with this project with so many little kids, is the importance of taking part and pride in what your neighborhood looks like through art, working together through art, telling stories, and seeing different points of view, different ways of being through art. And I think with this, hundreds of kids will now have this memory and be able to move through the rest of their lives understanding and respecting that there are other ways of doing things, but ultimately if we can hear each other and work together, I hope that the world can be a better place down the road.